To the channel. So, going to do oil and filter change in the Jeep today. See, we even have the reproduced original manual, which is an amazing manual to read through. It's got everything you need. What we also did yesterday was we richened up the mixture. Sorry, weakened the mixture. And we sorted, we had a fuel leak in the end of the banjo down here. So got that sorted. So be interested to see how she runs now with the mixture a bit better. She was running too rich before, so we should get a little bit more fuel as well. So let's fire her up. She'll start quick because she fired up yesterday. There you go. I'll lock everything up and we'll go for a quick spin. Warm for July. Right, so we've parked it into the garage to get it level. This is how clever these things are. That stops the bonnet going down. So we'll drop the oil out first. Just let it sit for a bit. All the sediment will drop down to the bottom, you see. Don't do it straight away. There you go, that's not going anywhere in this wind. Inch and eighth. Let's crack this off. There you go. That'll get wiped. And some. So I've got this ready. This will splash when it comes out. There we go. Lovely, nice warm hands. So there's my orange gloves I should have put on, of course. Typical me. The oil's black. That's doing its job. So we'll just let all that run away into the container. Tesco Express. Take this off, it's not come off right. This lifts up. Oil bath air filter. Air filter, oil filter, fuel filter.
So I'll just give the outside of this air filter a clean. There's a lot of muck stuck to it. Easier to clean it when it's off the engine bay like that. And then we've got our oil filter to take out and empty. use a syringe to do that. I'll show you how you do that now.
Right, oil filter. This is on a spring.
So the better quality Baldwin oil filters have a D-ring here, so you can just pull it out, which is actually what I'm going to be putting into it. So I'm just going to get a hook to pull this out. Once again, apologies for the camera angle. You won't even see the syringe pulling that oil out. You can see it going into the container though. Just got to empty this out and then wipe it out. It's all done.
Yep. Oh good. Let's clean that up. Like all the other sumps and things on this, you don't go daft tightening it. You don't need a torque wrench and all that nonsense. You just need it tight and a nip. So that's tight and a nip. Okay, that's all it needs. Rain in July. Nothing new there. So this all gets taken to the refuse site. Do that like that. Soft and keep it upright. Should just come away like so. There you go. That's nice and clean. Look, just a little bit of muck in the bottom. As expected. It's not last year's harvest probably. Just let that clean. That's it. Lovely and clean in there. Not much in that. Right, let that sit. It's pushing the petrol out, so. Here comes Farmer Chris though. I couldn't wait for you, I had to start, but you're not missed the most exciting bits. Well, you have. That's the messy stuff. Yeah. So,
how many litres do you think there is?
not sure. So what I've done, talking this through for the film, because Chris will be doing his. That off,
Yeah.
sump plug out, drop the oil, and when that's running out, I also fitted a new speedo cable. That was fun, double jointed to get the cable in. Anyway, then you unscrew this, take your O-ring off,
Yeah.
and then I've got a syringe. which I use, I'll give you a loan of that, to empty the bowl. Now there is a hole underneath, you can take it off and drain it.
Aye.
But then there's another seal that could possibly go wrong.
Yeah.
I thought that was gunging the bottom, and it's actually a sealed thing.
I've never had mine. I've never done the oil one though.
So all I've got to do still is a fuel filter, and then we'll fill that up to about quarter full. So when you put this new filter in,
It doesn't shove it out the top.
I'll probably pre-soak the filter as well.
Right.
That's what we do with. I did that with my Enfield. Do that with golf course
Yeah, you
machinery.
fill the filter up gently.
Yeah.
Sealed on the O-ring.
What we'll do. Take this to bits. So we're YouTubing it. There you go. So my Jeep's only broke down once, and it was this. It was absolutely filled with muck. I don't know if it'd been overlooked. Flat on this, so we'll probably switch off focus for this, so we need to come back to this. So it's on with blue Hylamar, just to get the engine fired up, to get the oil round. Oil. Here we go, 2050. Hopefully we've got enough. So I'm just putting enough in now for the filters. We pre-soak this, leave it sitting, then we put that in, we oil this, and it goes onto that, sorry, onto there, and these wee tabs hold it in. Quite clever. Down to now when we're waiting. You just got to make sure they're underneath all those tabs, like so. Put some oil into this. Did I switch this on? This is when I ruin my camera covering it in oil. We stick that in, make as less mess as we can. So that goes in like that. So what we need to do is put some oil in here first. There's a wee bit more than that. You can see it. It's all in the garage, you see, because this is a slope. Okay. That's just a case of getting that on. You press it down with the spring. It's a new gasket as well, so you're going to have to put it on a wee bit tighter than normal. That's more than tight enough, I think. And a good wipe, then we'll see if it does leak. So this is 2 litres in, then put another litre in. There's not many engines you can fill as fast as this. Modern engines, I mean. How good is that? Litre. No, need some for the air filter. Just let that run in and I'll get some. So the easiest way to do that is
line.
Now the fun bit is getting this on without spilling it all. Tightens up. It's a good day I've done this with the weather being not so good. Oh, mine usually sits about 3 crosses down.
Ah, right.
So every Jubilee clip on this is different size.
Oh.
She's got a set of 4 and change them. I wonder how many different people have worked on this Jeep over its life.
Dozens.
You know, not just owners but mechanics, service guys and military and these are, get these still tight. Really took out. I'm gonna drop the oil. There he is, wee soldier man. So everything's done. Oil's in. Let's watch that fuel filter for leaking. So this might need a bit of a turning to get to come up. There'll be enough in the carb to start it, and it'll probably cut out when the air gets drawn up to it. Half choke. So that should pull it'll probably cut out shortly with that air gap in it. That's the air coming up to the carb now. So now we can pump it up. Hear that? Quite good, that little idea. Start her again. Sounds quiet. Didn't get it too shiny. Oil pressure is alright up, yep. So when you do your oil change and you start it, you'll see your oil gauge doesn't come up for a while and you'll crack yourself. It's up now. When you start it, it won't come up for a bit, yeah. And you think, oh, what's wrong? But it comes up alright. What's that?
As it warms up, it'll drop.
That's the choke back on. A wee bit choke. So far, so good. La Jeep. Bit of oil on the filter, is that coming out? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do what I should have done before we started, is I'll degrease it. Watch yourself. Because there's a lot of oil down here anyway. And then you've got that rag. It's just in there. I missed it actually, that's what it was, I missed it. So that bolt's stripped on mine. So, but you need to take all the flywheel, the fan off to get in to tap it bigger. So it's the old thing with my Jeep is if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. or if it ain't not working.
It's a wonder the water pump isn't leaking.
Right, we'll start her up.
Aye.
Clear prop. We'll do a bit of starvation with that fuel probably.
Pretty good.
Just keep an eye on the fuel filter and I'll go out a bit, rev up and just actually just do it with the hand throttle. Not made too much of a mess of the slabs. Excellent.
That's choke off?
That's choke off. So it never used to run like that. So it obviously was, oh no, a wee bit choke. That's it off now. Running so good now. I think we'll have a celebratory coffee and digestive biscuit. What do you think?
Have a wee run.
Aye.
The oil once it's sat for a minute.
So that's her. So we've managed to do that with Blue Highwaymark and it seems to be okay. Oh, there's metal to metal on it, it's a clean fit. We'll give that nut another nip up as well actually. That's tight. And a wee bit. That's tight enough. Yeah, I'm not going daft. Old threads. But that's weird, eh? 14mm spanner on that.
I'll check mine and see what it is. It's maybe a replacement bolt.
Ah, it could be. If you're happy, I'm delighted.
I'm happy with that, and I'm really fussy, and I'm really happy with that. I don't think messing with it anymore.
No.
It's required.
Right, coffee time. There's a good cup. That's mine.
That's yours. Perfect. I've got one like that at home, haven't I?
See where it goes up, along and down,
Right.
and look at the vent holes at the bottom.
Right. That must have been the houses on this side.
Oh, I think it was for the big house.
Yeah, could be. How do we get out?
Now, greenkeepers have been dumping rubbish up on top, and if you clamber right round, if you come up when there's a drought, you can see the top of it. You can see the rectangle. So it's obviously filled in, but I suppose it's pretty big inside.
So how would we get that?
So it's a good chance that it's actually, it goes right to here.
I don't know. I mean, hard to say. I wonder if somebody had Dunbar online.
That was Robert Scott told us about it.
Oh, right.
He remembered it as a kid.
Did he grow up in Dunbar?
Yeah. And there's another, that ridge along there is where the tank blocks ran.
Yeah.
And there's another bunker in that slope somewhere as well, he said. We'll try and get an easier bit to go down. I've left the key in the Jeep.
So once again, apologies for the poor camera angles today. I hadn't actually planned to do any filming. I've already made a film on servicing the Jeep, doing oil and filters and stuff. but I thought I might as well just run a camera if I can. I used Old Hero Session 4, rather than get my wind socks, the foam covers on my 10s all covered in oil and stuff. Anyway, there's something there, so hopefully you can get out of this. And I'll be back shortly with some more films as always, so thanks for watching. Take care, bye for now.